And to talk more about how all of this is impacting the economic climate, Nick Bontis, who joins us now live from the McMaster DeGroote School of Business. Hello there, Nick. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Dan. Thank you.
Boy, what a time we live in, huh?
It's a great day.
Yeah, where do we start today? Ottawa rarely has days as exciting as the past several have been. But first, give me your take on what's happening in Ottawa. What do you think?
Well, I'm very relieved. Harper looked very prime ministerial in the snow there. I'm glad that it got delayed until January. I mean, think of what the alternative would have been. Either, Madame Jeanne would have said, go back to work on Monday, and they would have lost the confidence vote, which means he would have probably resigned. Think of what the reaction would have been around the world if he had resigned. Or they may have called another election. Imagine us going for another election a month from now. So, this is becoming really ridiculous in the Canadian political landscape. I mean, you look at the U.S. government, they have an 18-month lead time to pick a president, and the president hasn't even taken power yet. And here we're going to have 2 elections within 3 months of each other. So I'm really relieved, and I think the markets will be relieved as well.
I think, generally speaking, though, the Canadian public at large, at least everyone I've talked with and everyone that has called me to talk about the coalition governments, they don't want a coalition. They would rather have election than have a coalition. I don't know. Maybe it's just...
Well, let's just put it this way. It's better to have a delay so that we can kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to the stimulus package we heard about a moment ago. Do you think this stimulus package would help Canada's economy now, or, in your view, can the country wait until the new year when it's suggested by the Prime Minister that the package would be coming?
I think we should wait a while. I'm not a big supporter of the stimulus package, to be completely honest. There's no evidence, even so far in the U.S., that their $700 billion stimulus package is working down there. Patience is very, very important. I think we can hold on until January. Let's figure out the political fallout first of what happens with Harper and his new budget. I don't want to spend good money after bad money, so I'd rather prefer to be patient at this point.
Nick, curious question here. What should the big 3 automakers take away from Toyota's plant opening in Woodstock? We just heard about that. Amidst all of this doom and gloom and bad news, here comes a car company announcing a profit and opening a new plant, providing hundreds and hundreds of jobs. What do you think? You know what, Dan? They should be embarrassed. It reminds me of Oliver Twist. He's in the food line, mole foods. This is ridiculous. Let's take a look at the Japanese and what they're doing in Woodstock. They're doing all the right words that end in shun. Innovation, collaboration, implementation, execution. That's how you make money. Can you imagine? They announced that Toyota's going to sell more cars. They're going to set a record in Canada next year. Toyota's setting records, and the rest of the 3 domestics are basically surviving just to breathe. So my advice is all those senior executives at the Canadian domestics, they should go down to Woodstock at 12:30 and do a plant tour in Woodstock and learn how the Japanese are doing it, because evidently the rest of them aren't doing it the right way. Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're thinking 25, 30 years down the road, whereas here in North America we're thinking right now or 2 years at the most. So therefore we're falling behind in a big way.
Absolutely.
Okay, Nick, thank you for this. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, thanks, Dan.